Hello everybody and welcome one more time to Grow and Travel, a space dedicated to personal development as well as touristic places from all over the world. I am Nadia Flores and today we are in a beautiful place, the Zoo of Zacango. This place is located in the state of Mexico. So we're going to show you that, but we're also going to talk about a very important theme, a very important subject in the personal development area, which is nothing is personal. Come join us. Today we are in Calimaya, one of the 125 municipalities of the state of Mexico, located about an hour and 30 minutes from Mexico City. This is the home of Zacango Zoo, and we're going to show you all about it. Before we do that though, we're going to go to a coaching message. Let's go. And today we have a very important topic for human beings, and this is the one that says that nothing is personal. Because nothing ever is personal, even when it seems like it never is personal. Think about the time when you're at work and somebody just suddenly is not as friendly, or maybe they look at you in a funny way, and you immediately start feeling like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? And you start creating all these crazy stories in your head about this person that they don't like me anymore, they're being so mean to me, they're being so disrespectful, they're disrespecting me, they don't care about me, and all these crazy stories in your head, they start playing because out of that assumption that you just previously made. But you don't know what happened. It must, maybe the person that looked at you wrong, or maybe the person that is disrespecting you, maybe they're just going through something really tough in their life. Maybe they're going through something like a divorce, or maybe they just had like a fight with their husband or wife or whatever, and that it has nothing to do with you. So this is my invitation to you. Instead of taking it personal, please just look into you and understand that everything that makes you feel offended has to do with your self-esteem and your self-love. If those two are flaky, that means that you will be more susceptible to what people say or do, even when it has nothing to do with you, because it never does. Nothing is ever personal. So I would like to invite you to keep watching us, because in the second segment, I'm going to give you 3 tips to make your life happier, remembering that nothing is ever personal. Let's go to it. And we are now inside the Zacango Zoo. This is a protected area by the government of Mexico, and it has an extension of 159 hectares, or what is the same, 392, almost 393 acres. This is the home of 300 species, and we're going to take you to see them. Come join me. The wonderful Zacango Zoo and Recreation Park was built at the premises of what once was a Franciscan hacienda from the 16th century, and it is home to 136 species of animals from around the world. The first specimens that arrived at the park, still under construction back then, were a group of white-tailed deer from Texas, which had their first baby deer in this park, just 3 months after their arrival, back in April 1979. This place was officially inaugurated on December 11, 1980, and it is divided into 7 different zones: the aviary, carnivore zone, primate zone, herbivore zone, African zone, conservation education center, and farm. It also has a herpetarium within its facilities. Due to the extension of the place, the tour can be done walking or at an extra cost by train. Zacango Zoo offers VIP experiences, where through a guided tour, visitors can come closer with rhinos, elephants, hippos, and giraffes. For this activity, it is necessary to make a reservation and pay a fee of 300 Mexican pesos, approximately $15, and this is per person. Night tours are also offered to learn about the behavior of nocturnal animals on certain dates and with limited space. For this activity, it is also necessary to make a reservation. This next October 29th and 30th, there will be one, so if you're visiting the area, do not miss it. The zoo is seriously committed to the conservation of the species, which is why they actively participate in reproductive programs of priority species such as the Asian elephant, the Siamang monkey, and the white-tailed deer. There are also other attractions with additional cost, such as zip lining, tour by train, boat rides, and a labyrinth, as well as fast food establishments. The zoo is open 365 days a year from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, and after having walked through this beautiful park and observing how the animals do not take anything personal, let's go to our second part of our coaching message. And we're finally here at our second segment of personal development. Today I would like to share with you 3 tips about how not to make things personal, because nothing ever is personal, even when it seems like it. So tip number 1, awareness. Always be aware of that moment when you start feeling that everybody's against you, or that this person saw you in the wrong way, or that this other person is disrespecting you. Just be aware of the here and now, and just remember that they may be going through something that you don't even know. Tip number 2, self-love and self-esteem. Those two have to be strong enough for you not to be offended. Even when someone is so mad or they're going through something and they come and tell you all these horrible things about you, it's just a reflection of themselves onto you, but it has nothing to do with you. Everything comes from within. So this is why it's very important to have a very high self-esteem and self-love, because that moment you know that you cannot get offended, because nobody can come and offend you unless you decide to accept the offenses that they're giving to you. And if you decide to accept it, it's because you're resonating. A part of you is resonating with the things of the words that they're saying. So it's very important to have a strong self-esteem and a strong sense of self-love. And lastly, we're going to go to tip number 3, assumptions. Please stop assuming that you know what the other person is going through. Sometimes this person may be going through horrible things in their life. You never know what happened with their husband or their wife, or if they had a problem with their children, or something just horrible happened to them, and that's why they're all like, maybe they're not the kindest today, maybe they're not the sweetest today, maybe they just don't even want to say hello today, and it has nothing to do with you. So remember that. Those are the 3 tips for today. Remember that nothing is ever personal, even when it seems like it. And I would like to invite you to contact me. If you want to live a happier and more fulfilling life, I can help you. And we are now at the end of the show. We sincerely hope that you have enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. And we want to invite you to keep watching us like every Wednesday on this your channel, Grow and Travel. I'm Nadia Flores. We'll see you on the next one.